Hearing from San Diego flood victims after a new audit found the city's recovery efforts to the January 2024 floods fell far short. It actually described it as both chaotic and confusing. It's our top story on the 4. Hi, everyone. I'm Anna Laurel.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedall joins us live from City Hall. A special committee meeting took place there today. And Kelly, it's been a year and a half, and this might be hard for some people to believe, but I understand some of the flood victims still haven't been able to return home.
That's right. I talked to a Shelltown woman today who says she's supposed to be moving back into her home in another month. Now, for her today, this report only reinforced to her what she says she already knew, which was that the city's recovery efforts were poor. One of the biggest problems was communication.
If there was communication during that disaster, you wouldn't have so many people so traumatized, so devastated until this day, like me.
Monica Garcia still gets emotional talking about the January 2024 flood that tore through her Shelltown neighborhood. She says her family lost so much that day, including mementos of her late sister.
And I can remember my sister's voice, but it was gone.
The disclosure section
Nothing could ever replace that.
Discussion over.
And now even the pictures, I was only able to save one. The rest is gone.
She was among those at City Hall for a special committee meeting today where they discussed a new 79-page audit that found the city's initial response to the flood was okay. However, everything that happened after that was a mess. It cited communication issues and poor long-term planning.
Flyers were sent out to residents in Spanish that had inaccurate information. This simply cannot happen. Mayor staff, in my opinion, should not be creating flyers during a disaster.
A handful of people spoke out on Zoom.
We still have homes that have muck in them. Let that sit with you for a moment.
Effective leaders take responsibility for their mistakes.
The committee voted to approve the report's findings, and city officials agreed to implement the audit's 23 recommendations, which include creating a more coordinated response plan and a comprehensive communication strategy. Meanwhile, Garcia says she lost her nephew in the months since the flood. She says the stress of that day took a toll on him and on everyone else in her family.
Well, I'll never be able to hug or say his welcoming to me every time I used to come to his grandma's house. No money can repay that.
And the mayor's office sent me a statement basically saying the storm was an unprecedented natural disaster. The mayor says from day one, he and his team were on the ground in those hardest hit neighborhoods. He says they're already acting on the audit's recommendations, working with both different departments within the city as well as the city council. Anna and Carlo.
Kelly, the city's still working to improve its disaster response, but there's still the possibility of restitution here. The city still has to deal with lawsuits from nearly 2,000 flood victims. What's the latest on that front?
Yeah, that's right. 2,000 flood victims. We're talking about 60 different lawsuits. This case is being heard up in North County. I spoke to the attorney representing many of the victims today, and he says that a soft trial date is scheduled for next summer.
And like you just heard from that woman who's lost so much, no money can replace what they've lost. Yeah. Nothing can replace it. All right, Kelly, thank you for that update.